Chapter 1. The first step in daily English practice. Abid was a young student who wanted to speak English with confidence. He lived in a small city where many people wanted to learn English, but only a few practiced every day. Abid had a big dream. He wanted to speak English naturally. He did not want to translate every sentence in his mind. He wanted to think in English. Okay. At first, he felt afraid. He thought English was very difficult. He believed that only intelligent people could speak it well. But one day, he understood something important. English is a skill, and every skill becomes strong with daily practice. On the first day, Abid made a simple plan. He decided to practice English every day for 1 hour. He did not wait for Monday. He did not wait for the next month. He started that same day. He told himself, if I practice daily, I will improve slowly. He understood that small steps are powerful. Big success comes from small daily actions. This thought gave him hope. In the morning, Abid woke up early. He looked at his room and started naming things in English. He said, "This is a bed. This is a door. Show. This is a window. This is my book." His sentences were short. They were simple, but they were clear. At first, he made mistakes. Sometimes he forgot words. Sometimes he felt shy, even though he was alone. But he continued. He did not stop. After that, he opened his notebook. He wrote 10 new words. He did not. He chose easy words like happy, learn, speak, listen, improve, practice, daily, strong, confident, and future. He wrote the meaning of each word in Urdu. This helped him understand clearly. Then he made one short sentence with each word. For example, I am happy. I learn every day. I speak slowly. This practice was simple, but it trained his mind. In the afternoon, Abid listened to a short English audio. He did not understand everything, but he did not feel sad. He listened again and again. He focused on pronunciation. He noticed how the speaker connected words. He tried to repeat the sentences. At first, his pronunciation was not good, but he did not laugh at himself. He respected his effort. He knew that improvement needs time. In the evening, he practiced speaking. He stood in front of a mirror. He looked at his face and started talking. He said, "My name is Abid. I live in Pakistan. I am learning English. I practice daily. I want to improve." His voice was slow, but he continued. After 5 minutes, he felt more comfortable. After 10 minutes, he felt more confident. This small habit changed his fear into courage. Every day he followed the same routine. Morning speaking, writing new words, listening practice, evening speaking again. Some days he felt tired. Some days he felt bored. But he remembered his goal. He remembered that daily practice is more important than mood. Motivation can be low. Energy can be low. But discipline must stay strong. After 1 week, Abid noticed a small change. He could speak basic sentences without stopping. He could understand simple English better. His mind started thinking in short English phrases. This made him happy. He saw that daily practice really works. He understood that success is not magic. It is a result of repetition. He also learned an important lesson. Mistakes are not enemies. Mistakes are teachers. When he said something wrong, he corrected it. When he forgot a word, he searched for it. When he felt shy, he practiced more. Slowly, his fear became smaller. His confidence became bigger. Abid also started reading short paragraphs every day. He chose easy stories. He read loudly. This helped his tongue move smoothly. He underlined new words. He tried to guess meanings from context. He did not depend too much on a dictionary. He trained his brain to think. One day, his friend asked him, "How are you improving so fast?" Abid smiled and said, "I practice daily. Not for 5 hours, just 1 hour, but I never skip." His friend was surprised. He thought Abid had some special talent. Kang. But Abid knew the truth. There was no secret. There was only daily effort. Daily English practice is like watering a plant. If you water it once, nothing happens. If you water it daily, it grows. In the same way, if you practice English daily, your skill grows. Slowly, silently, but surely. By the end of the first month, Abid felt different. He was not perfect, but he was not the same person. He was stronger. He was braver. He believed in himself. He understood that language learning is a journey, and every journey begins with one small step, repeated every day. Beckham. Chapter 2. Building Confidence Through Consistent Action. After 1 month of daily English practice, Abid was not the same person. He still made mistakes. He still forgot words. But he was no longer afraid of English. Fear was slowly leaving his heart. Confidence was slowly entering his mind. He understood that practice is stronger than fear. This idea changed everything for him. In the second month, Abid decided to improve his routine. He did not increase many hours. He only improved the quality of his 1 hour. He divided his time clearly. 15 minutes for speaking. 15 minutes for listening. 15 minutes for reading. 15 minutes for writing. This simple structure made his practice balanced. He was training all 4 skills every day. In the morning, he started speaking about his daily life in more detail. Before, he said, "I wake up early." Now he said, "I wake up at 6 in the morning. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. Then I drink tea with my family." His sentences were still short, but they were more connected. He was learning to speak in small paragraphs. He did not memorize long speeches. He spoke naturally about real things. When he listened to English audio, he changed his method. Before, he only listened and repeated. Now he also wrote down some sentences he heard. He paused the audio. He repeated slowly. He focused on pronunciation. He tried to copy the rhythm. Sometimes he did not understand a sentence. Instead of quitting, he listened again. He learned patience. Reading also became more interesting. He started reading short stories and simple articles. When he found a new word, he did not immediately open the dictionary. First, he guessed the meaning. Then he checked. This helped him think deeply. He also read aloud every day. Reading aloud improved his fluency. His tongue became more flexible. His pronunciation became clearer. Writing was the most difficult part for him. At first, he wrote only 5 sentences daily. But now he tried to write one small paragraph every day. For example, he wrote about his morning routine. He wrote about his best friend. He wrote about his goals. He did not use difficult grammar. He used simple present tense. He kept his sentences short and clear. Slowly, he noticed improvement. His ideas became organized. His sentences became smoother. One important change happened in this month. Abid started speaking English with real people. At first, he felt nervous. His heart beat fast. He thought people would laugh at him, but he remembered his daily practice. He remembered his effort. So he tried. The first conversation was not perfect. He stopped many times. He searched for words, but he did not give up. After the conversation, he felt proud. He had faced his fear. Every week, he gave himself a small challenge. One week, he decided to speak only English with one friend for 10 minutes daily. Another week, he decided to record his voice and listen to it. When he listened to his recording, he noticed his mistakes. He noticed his weak pronunciation, but he did not feel embarrassed. He felt motivated. He understood his weaknesses, and when you understand your weakness, you can improve it. Abid also learned about consistency. Some days, he was tired. Some days he had family work. Some days he did not feel like practicing. But he made a rule. Even on busy days, he would practice at least 15 minutes. He would not break the chain. This habit made him strong. He understood that success is not about doing something big once. It is about doing something small every day. After 2 months, Abid saw clear progress. He could understand simple English videos without subtitles. He could speak for 5 minutes without stopping too much. He could write 1 full page in simple English. These changes made him happy, but he did not become proud. He stayed humble. He knew that learning never ends. He also learned another lesson. Comparison is dangerous. Sometimes he saw other people speaking very fluent English. At first, he felt sad. He thought, "They are better than me." But then he changed his thinking. He said they started before me. If I continue daily practice, I will also reach that level. This positive thinking protected his confidence. Daily English practice was no longer a task for him. It became a part of his life. like eating food, like brushing teeth. It became normal. He no longer waited for motivation. Practice became automatic. And when practice becomes automatic, improvement becomes natural. Abid realized that language learning is not about talent. It is about repetition. It is about patience. It is about courage. Each day he added one small brick to his building. Slowly, his building of confidence became strong. By the end of the second month, he was not only learning English. He was changing his personality. He was becoming disciplined. He was becoming brave. How will be? He was becoming focused. All this happened because of one simple habit. Daily English Practice, Chapter 3. From Practice to Transformation. By the third month, Abid felt a deep change inside himself. English was no longer a strange language. It was becoming a part of his daily thinking. He did not translate every sentence into Urdu. Sometimes he thought directly in English. This small change made him very happy. It showed him that daily English practice was truly working. At the beginning of this month, Abid made another small improvement in his routine. He added thinking practice. Every day, for 10 minutes, he trained his mind to think only in English. When he walked outside, he described things in his mind. He thought, "The sky is blue. The weather is warm. People are walking on the road. A child is playing." These thoughts were simple, but they were powerful. Okay? They trained his brain to stay in English mode. He also started asking himself questions in English. For example, he asked, "What did I learn today?" Coin. Then he answered in English. "Today I learned 5 new words. I practiced speaking for 20 minutes. I read 1 story." This question and answer method made his speaking stronger. It also made his mind active. One day, he decided to speak for 15 minutes without stopping. He chose a simple topic, my daily routine. At first, it was difficult. He repeated some ideas. He searched for words. But he did not stop. After 15 minutes, he felt proud. He realized something important. Fluency is not about perfect grammar. Fluency is about flow. When you continue speaking without fear, fluency grows naturally. Abid also improved his listening skill. Before, he listened to slow audio. Now he tried normal speed conversations. At first, he understood only 50%. But he did not feel discouraged. He listened again. Each time, he understood more. He learned that understanding grows with exposure. The more you listen, the more your ears become trained. Reading also became more enjoyable. He started reading short biographies and simple motivational stories. These stories inspired him. He learned new vocabulary and context. He saw how sentences were connected. He noticed how paragraphs were organized. This helped him improve his writing. Writing became his favorite activity. Every night, he wrote 1 full page about his day. He described his feelings. He described his challenges. He described his progress. Sometimes he wrote about his dreams. Sometimes he wrote about his mistakes. Writing helped him reflect. It helped him think clearly. It also showed him how much he had improved. One important moment came when he met a new person who spoke English fluently. Before, Abid would feel shy, but this time he tried to speak confidently. He introduced himself. He talked about his learning journey. He made a few mistakes, but he did not stop. The other person listened patiently. The conversation lasted 10 minutes. After that, Abid felt a strong sense of achievement. He had crossed a big wall of fear. He understood that daily English practice does not only improve language, it improves personality. It teaches patience. It builds discipline. It develops courage. It creates self-belief. All these qualities are important in life. There were still days when he felt slow. Some days his mind felt tired. Some days he forgot easy words. But now he did not panic. He understood that learning has ups and downs. Progress is not always straight. Sometimes it goes slowly. Sometimes it moves fast. The important thing is to continue. Abid also started helping his friends. When someone asked him, "How can I improve my English?" he gave simple advice. He said, "Practice daily, speak daily, listen daily, read daily, write daily, even if it is only 30 minutes. But never stop." He shared his own experience. He told them that consistency is the real secret. After 3 months, Abid compared himself with his past self. Before, he was afraid to speak one sentence. Now, he could speak for many minutes. Before, he avoided English videos. Now, he enjoyed them. Before, he thought English was impossible. Now, he believed it was achievable. He realized something very deep. Daily English practice is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming better than yesterday. It is about small improvement every day. When you improve 1% daily, you become much persistent. You become much stronger over time. Abid's journey teaches a clear lesson. You do not need expensive courses. You do not need special talent. You need a clear goal. You need a simple plan. And most important, you need daily action. Every morning is a new chance. Every day is an opportunity. If you practice English daily with patience and courage, you will see change. It may be slow at first, but it will come. Like the sun rising slowly in the sky. In the end, Abid understood that English was never his enemy. Fear was his only enemy. And daily practice defeated that fear. Step by step, day by day, word by word. This is the power of daily English practice.